This is Jeleana Johnson, and my tag or moniker, as you might say, is Jeleana Rose. I am an artist, and art is and has always been an expression of what I see in life.
We're very interested in hearing all about your art and how it relates to your life and brings joy to others.
My rationale is to see if I can make a physical representation of what I see in my head,
Mm-hmm.
colors and all. And oftentimes, I've been successful. Other times, I have to keep trying. I either use acrylics or watercolors on art paper, and I use textiles as a means to manipulate a form of what I'd like to see. Oftentimes, it's with African fabrics because I'm in love with anything African inspired. When I do my watercolors and acrylics, it's generally some type of floral form or animals such as giraffes and or elephants. I'm just drawn to them. And I use beads to make the form come alive. It can either be of an animal or it can be floral in some form or another.
Okay. Well, I've seen your work and it is absolutely fabulous. If you're a colorist, it is definitely candy, eye candy for sure.
Yes, thank you.
And so, what types of things do you make?
It's a variety. I make portraits that are framed in either a quilting format with the beading. I use drawing. Um, my watercolors or acrylics are frameable pieces of art. Um, my beading enhances or sometimes is the subject matter of whatever it is that I'm creating at the time, which can be an African face, and emphasizing the hair or the features. And the beading can also be done to emphasize the coloring of animals, such as a giraffe or an elephant in movement. So it depends on at the time what I see.
Hmm. Do you ever make functional art,
Um,
such as something you might wear, like wearable art?
oh, yes, I do. I have made coats from uh, from the mud cloth, and they have been very successful. I make throws and bed coverings and tableware from mud cloth with the beading from, especially with African beads.
Mm-hmm.
I've made portraits that have been framed in quilting that have African motifs on them. Um, there have been many items that I've made purses that are functional and that they're unusual, but their unusualness is what makes them attractive. I make these soft cell phone covers that have a um, cord or an apparatus on them that you can wear around your neck and keep your phones close to you. And there's enough room in them that you can put a credit card or keys in it so that you don't have to carry your telephone in hand.
Mm-hmm.
These generally are made with an Africanized fabric and are covered with a decorative beadwork that I've done by hand.
It sounds like you run the gamut from art that's hangable art, wearable art, usable art, beautiful art.
Yes, and I've been blessed to be able to do that. It's kind of like um, many of us, not me alone, but many of us are have get a vision and are able to make that vision a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And that in itself is a blessing, I think, is particular to African uh, people of African descent.
Mm-hmm. How has being a black artist impacted your work?
I've been inspired from living as a black person. I've been inspired by being surrounded, encouraged, uh, formed by black folk who have shown me uh, the creative side of being a black person, and that there is no reason that I shouldn't do black art.
Mm-hmm.
It's who I am, it's what I live.
How has the art community in the Sacramento area impacted your ability to create or at least show your work to others?
The art scene for black people in Sacramento is currently beginning to be more recognized than it has in the past. And I, for one, and many others, we have to just continue to promote what we do as artists, not just among ourselves, but to a wider audience. And it's beginning to um, have a greater aspect and acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this opportunity for the Art for the Soul show at Allied Ceramic Artist Institute is an example of that. It's a way to have an acknowledgement of black artists in the Sacramento area and to find out what it's like and to admire and enjoy the art that is created.
Exactly. I agree.
Are you a full time artist?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
I'm retired and have the opportunity to devote more time than in my younger years to art.